for another G.I. Joe toy review. And today I'm going to be kicking off a new segment. I call it 90s on 9. Why 9? Well, September is the 9th month of the year. So I want to start reviewing 90s figures during September, as long as I have 90s figures to review. This is something new I want to try out. Let me know what you think. Your comments are valued and your opinion as well. So this channel is for you guys, for your entertainment. I want to put out the best material as I can in the most entertaining way that I possibly can. I'm about as entertaining as a wet sponge, but let's go ahead and kick it off today. I know it's still August. It's the final day of August, and we'll be going into my favorite season, fall. So I thought I'd start it today since I am working the remainder of the week. So today we're going to be looking at the 1991 ECO-WARRIORS Flint. He's version 3 of Flint. Version 1 we know came out in 85, and then 88 we got version 2, the Tiger Force Flint, and 91 we got ECO-WARRIORS. What is more 90s than the ECO-WARRIORS? They are garish, they are bright, they are off the wall, and these guys are pretty interesting. They have some play gimmicks that I would have really enjoyed if I were a child in the 90s. I was still a kid. 91, I was going into my junior year of high school. So this one I did not have. But I did see him on the pegs at Walmart, and I thought they were pretty interesting. As you know, I like the brighter colored G.I. Joe figures and, pardon me, hiccups, and action figures. So these guys aren't all that bad to me. I know there aren't very many fans of the septic tank. I reviewed that a long time ago, about 3 years back now, I believe, 2 years. The septic tank was part of the ECO-WARRIORS. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into the review. This version came out in 91 as a part of the 10th series, released under this ECO-WARRIORS name, as I had aforementioned, and he was discontinued in 1992. So the 90s, I mean, we just got a very short run of G.I. Joe. They were just pumping them out like mad. And as I had talked about last week, it wasn't like in the early 80s where they kept figures going until 94, 90, or 84 and 85. The same figures to give kids a chance to catch up with the series. By this time, I mean, they were full tilt and putting out as many as they possibly could. And like I had said last week, that they would release the same figure with a different paint app and call it a different version. And that is off-putting for some people as well. With me, it's okay. You know, I'm not excited about it. It's pretty lazy, if you ask me. But they were having to really keep up with other toy lines. But this Flint, he did come with quite a few accessories and a gimmick that I will show you. I won't demonstrate it. But these guys come with a water gimmick. He did make an appearance in the Marvel Comics, issue number 125. I will pull that up for you guys as well. Pretty interesting cover there. he's standing over a cesspool, or being hung over a cesspool, not the action figure cesspool. But their original retail price was $3.99. I will pull up a picture of the card back, and it shows one with a price tag from Walmart of $4.99. $3.99, I'm sure, was the suggested retail price, and it's up to whichever retailer to either keep that price or increase it to meet their financial demand. So anyway, let me pull those pictures up for you real quick, and we'll get into the review. Strangely enough, I remember that comic book. Yeah, the cover, come on, it's very distinct. It draws you in, wondering, well, what's going to happen to this guy? To happen to Flint? Oh, he's going to be dipped in that sewage or that chemical bath and become the Joker, right? I was working at the mall, and on my break, sometimes I would go over to Walden Books and go through the comics or magazines and just get it, just kill some time on my break. But I do recall walking in, and right when you walk into Walden Books, the magazine section was off to the right, and next to it was a spinner rack. Hi, Mickey. Oh, hey, Chubbs. Next to that was a spinner rack with the comics on there, and I did pick this one up. It wasn't in plastic, so I stood there and read it, and I thought it was pretty interesting. I didn't pick it up. I didn't buy it. I have dyslexia, and back then it was really, really bad. It's still pretty annoying, but I didn't read much, and that's pretty much the cure for it, is to read. So I didn't buy any comics back then, but I did thumb through it and read a little bit, look at the pictures. And I remember they had a grouchy cashier there, and he said, "This isn't a library. Are you going to buy that?" And I was like, "What the? How do I know if I'm going to buy it or not if I didn't really read some of it?" Anyway, that was my experience with that comic book and the grouchy cashier at Walden's. He was there for quite some time. He would frequently chase the kids out of the store if they were loitering. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into this review. What do you think, Mick? Want me to talk about Flint? No? Well, I know your ear itches. Okay, so while Mickey sits there and scratches his ear, let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. All right, so here he is. There's Flint. Looks nothing like the Flint that we are used to seeing. Let's go ahead and take a look at his file card first, since I have it available. As you can see, it is in this bright pumpkin puke orange. It was cut from the back of his off the card, and right here are the instructions on how to work the backpack. But it reads Flint, ECO-WARRIORS Commander. File name Fairborn Dashiel R. Serial number 3076290DF07. Primary military specialty, infantry. Secondary military specialty, helicopter pilot. Birthplace, Wichita, Kansas. Grade is WO2. He is a warrant officer. A graduate of Special Forces as well as Flight Warrant Officer School, and a former Rhodes Scholar, Flint was a natural choice to head up the new G.I. Joe Environmental Force. When equipped with a Halo high-altitude, low-opening parachute, Flint can also be inserted into Cobra toxic sludge operation with his anti-tox missiles and laser weapon system to stop evil polluters before
they can do their damage. I actually don't see any missiles that come with this guy, and he is complete. So it reads with a quote here. All those toxic waste cobras had better watch out now that Flint is on the job. He is one tough, snake-eating, hill-climbing, no guff-taking, no-nonsense paratrooper, and when it comes to polluters, it's like he has a personal axe to grind. And the last guy he caught puffing on a cigarette in an elevator ended up eating it. Okay, that's pretty extreme, making a guy eat his own cigarette. So anyway, let's take a look at his accessories. First, he came with this obscenely large laser. This looks like it would weigh quite a bit if this were a real world weapon, which it is not. This was recycled many times over. I believe Keelhaul came with one of these as well, Keelhaul version 2, but you could see all the really fine detail on there. I mean, Hasbro does a great job when it comes to detailing these things. It really opens up your imagination as a kid. He came with this water blaster cannon, which is attached to this orange pumpkin puke hose. Same color hose that came with the septic tank. As you can see here, it is designed to squirt water. Very cool play feature. And he came with this backpack made of that same orange color. If you could hear that, you're supposed to fill this with water. The hose has lost its pliability over the years, but it's supposed to fit on the end of it, and you squirt the water out of the backpack through the hose. This does detach, but I'm not going to take that one out because I have another example of what the backpack would look like without the hose. But you could see, or without the water chamber, as you could see, there's a lot of nice detail on there. The backside is pretty bland, but the water chamber itself, you could see that it has this dial on there and some pressure lines. Oh, sorry, I took that right off the camera. You can see the dial and the pressure lines on there. Pretty cool little feature. Not feature, but detail. His third accessory, or fourth, is his helmet. From his file card, the bottom part looks like it was supposed to be a mesh or a screen on there, and you can see it's sculpted on there, sculpted on goggles, done up in yellow, made out of a softer plastic. If I were him, I would not want to have a screen over my face when it comes to toxic sludge being spewed all over me. So Flint himself, decked out in this green chemical suit. He has splashes of chemical all over him in purple. If I remember right, with these, if you splash cold water on them, this is supposed to get darker, then warm water will erase it, but it looks like that feature has kind of disappeared over the years. Doesn't quite look like the Flint we are used to, but he does have black hair, chiseled jaw, very stern look on his face. This suit I really like. The first lime green suit we saw was Sci-Fi version 1, but he is wearing yellow chemical gloves. These are made out of a rubber. They're solvent protectant. He has a yellow belt that does go all the way around. Whatever this apparatus is on his chest, I'm assuming it's some sort of an air device. but it correlates with his backpack. And black, he has black rubber boots and pouches or cargo pockets on each side. Also forgot to point out the pocket on his shoulder and this weird emblem, this insignia. It's sort of rubbed off now, but a good looking figure all in all. I know I certainly would have really liked to have played with him when I was a kid, if I were at the age of playing with toys. These guys are appealing to me. You know, the bright colors and everything, but it's G.I. Joe. I mean, can't be too mad at that, right? All right, so Flint, I mean, kind of a bright color, matches with my shirt, but this guy is pretty cool. I mean, it's Flint, very popular figure in general. I do like the lime green on him. I could do without these really big weapons. I wish they would have gone to a smaller, more traditional weapon, but these are futuristic, supposedly. So they went ultra futuristic with the huge over-the-top guns. That's about the only thing I could really say bad about this figure, is that really big gun. They overdid it with a lot of accessories in the 90s. Some accessories, you know, I'll talk about that more when we cover more figures that have those overabundance of accessories and what fits with the figure and what does not. But I know there are a lot of traditionalists in G.I. Joe, or collecting G.I. Joe, that they want to stay with the more military aspect of the action figures. There was, I know, talk in all the circles that I associate with, why didn't they bring Airtight back? He was the original toxic environment soldier. And why? That would have given them a very good chance of bringing that figure back. Instead, we only got one release of him in the vintage line, and that's pretty unfortunate, because I liked Airtight. So the more military traditionalists, for G.I. Joe collectors, they, you know, kind of frown on this sub team, and it wasn't very successful. I don't recall it going more than a year or two. So this line kind of died out. And you know, I could understand that, and there is nothing wrong with those people, with the people who like the more military figures. But for me, this appealed to two aspects. One, if I wanted to play with the more military style action figures, I did, and I left the more futuristic figures off to the side. And if I felt like a futuristic scenario, I played with those. So it appealed to both sides for me. And occasionally they would merge together and accomplish missions that I had set. So let's go ahead and get into my next segment, Byron's Gripes. This segment I do for entertainment purposes, and also to give you guys an idea of what to expect if you want to purchase this figure on the aftermarket. I use eBay only for a reference. That's it. There's nothing wrong with eBay. I love eBay. I buy and sell on eBay. Nothing against eBay or the sellers. Absolutely not. I'm not doing this to be a bully or mean. I am completely anti-bully. I just don't care for bullying, plain and simple. So also want to thank my new subscribers. I subscribed back to your channel, watched a few of your videos, so let you guys know that I've subscribed, and of course that'll pop up in your email too. So thank you very much for joining me. I greatly appreciate that. You guys are now eligible for giveaways, which I hold it when I reach a certain goal, which my next goal is 700. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this segment. So let's go ahead and type it in. ECO-WARRIORS Flint 1991. Help if I didn't type in an O or a 0, or the letter O, I should say, as an ocean. Okay, let's see what eBay has to say. Voila, right off the bat. Wow. Okay, I am pleasantly surprised. Okay, so we have a bare bones flint, absolutely no accessories, $6.99. Not bad at all. One that is complete without a file card, $16 and $4.25 in shipping. Deal of the day right there, right off the bat. I love that. Okay, here is another bare bones, no accessories flint, $8.99. His helmet, $3.59. I'll put that up with deal of the day. Here's another one that is complete, $22 or better offer, deal of the day. His backpack with this, with the gun, $15.99. I'd say that's a little bit high, but since it looks like the hose is attaching to the gimmick, the play gimmick, the water squirter, I'll say that's okay. You know, it's not deal of the day for me. I'm cheap, but it's okay. Here's another one that's missing the squirt gun and helmet, but it does have the other accessories, $14.99, free shipping. I like the word free. Here's his squirt gun and backpack, $4.99, deal of the day on that one. Another complete one, $21.99, deal of the day. We're making a new record here, guys, or better offer. Another one, complete, $23.95, deal of the day. Oh, okay, so just had to go and blow my mojo here. Bare bones, no accessories at all, $45. Wow, or better offer. So this guy is wanting to just throw it at the wall and see if it sticks. It'd be interesting to see how much this guy comes down on this. Okay, so here is the squirt gun, just the gun. The hose is not attached to it. Wow, it's $3.48. It's reduced by 65% from $9.95. I don't see too many of these that are loose like that. So if you have one that's broken, I guess that would be what you're looking for. Here's one that's missing his just his helmet, $15.86. Even with buying the helmet, you watch shipping, you know, it's still come in within a decent range. So deal of the day on that. Here's one that only comes with the laser, $14.99. A little bit high on that one. You have to watch out. $9.99, $5.99 for incomplete bare bones. Here's one that comes with the file card, $35.99. With a file card, that's still pretty high in my opinion, but that's just me. $8.99 for another bare bones, not bad. His waist piece, $2.99. I would say with this green plastic, this looks like one that would be a little bit more brittle. It's not like the original green 13 where that plastic was very brittle. They perfected it a little bit, so I'm sure there are still broken waist pieces out there on figures. Oh, here is a file card, $11.99. That's pretty high for a file card, but thus far I have not seen any file cards, so that may be deal of the day. That one's up for auction. I don't quote auction prices very often because they are fluid. Here's one, $20.99, complete, free shipping. Deal of the day is laser $2.99. Here's, oh man, yes, oh yeah. Broke the record for deal of the day in Byron's Gripes. Hey, 12 bucks, complete, 12 bucks. Heck yeah. Even with $5.10 in shipping, you're still coming in at a very decent price. Vincent Price's brother, you are right. Camcorder nonsense, decent Price's brother. Here's one that comes with the file card complete. $39.99. That's a bit high. His torso, $1.50. Bare bones, $15.98. That's pretty high. $5.31 for his laser. That's on the high end of normal for me. I won't call that deal of the day. The helmet, $4. You betcha. Deal of the day on that one. Here's one missing his helmet, $15. And if you buy that $4 helmet, you're still at deal of the day, in my opinion, even with shipping. His laser, $2.99. The backpack and squirt gun, $5.99. $1.49 for the laser, deal of the day. Here's a bare bones, no accessories, $14.99. Here's one that's incomplete, $11.99. Okay, here's the gun, missing the hose and backpack and the laser, $4.50 or better offer. $4 for the laser, $11.04 for the file cards. That looks like it's going to be about average for that for this guy. $5.93 for the laser. No, that just hurts my head. That's a bit much, but it is what it is. I know people have to make money. I get that. $12.74 for the file card, so that's making the $11 file cards look even better. His helmet, $7.99. This one is shipping from down under, from Australia. Missing the helmet, $32.84, but that might be in pounds. Not 100% on that. Here's one. It's broken. It comes with the rifle that looks the same, but it's a different color. It's missing his legs, has a helmet and just the squirter part of the backpack, $25 or better offer. So I hope this guy will come down. Here's a gun missing the hose, the squirt gun, $1.99. The bare bones flint, $10. Here's one that has just the laser with flint, nothing else, $10. Laser, $1.75. Well, $12 for the laser, and no, that's okay. You could hold on to that. The squirt gun, $4.99. Torso, $1.95. Here's one that comes with the file card, the laser, flint, and his helmet. So I'll put that with deal of the day, seeing that the file cards are selling so much. Torso, $1.95, and flint with his helmet, $11. So that was the end of the page. Not bad. I am pleasantly surprised. You guys know I like a deal if you've been watching this show long enough. So head out and buy this guy. I honestly did not know we were doing that live. I did not know that he was going to be this cheap. I was expecting to be selling for a lot more. I can't remember how much I paid for this one. I know it wasn't very much. It was a guy I've been doing business with for a while, so he cut me a deal. Because he was sitting on this one for a little bit and just wanted to get rid of it. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. Little vanilla Coke. today. Drank enough water. I'm floating. So thank you guys for tuning in, especially for those of you who have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate you guys. That makes me feel good seeing that my channel is worthy enough of your subscriptions. So let's go ahead and bring this to a close. Thank you again for everybody tuning in, watching my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please leave me a comment. I love reading comments and getting back with you. I've caught up on all the comments. If I didn't answer, I at least left you a heart to let you know that I saw it. So thank you for that. I really appreciate you guys. Please be careful out there, especially you guys on the East Coast and the southeast coast of the United States, with the hurricanes hitting your states. Please be careful out there. Follow what the news is telling you to do with seeking shelter and whatnot. You guys live there, you know what the procedures are. I've only been in tornadoes, and I know how terrifying those are. And one earthquake. That was, I think I was 5 or 6. I was playing in a backyard, and all of a sudden you actually heard it rumbling and the ground shaking. Like, whoa. That scared the daylights out of me. But anyway, guys, stay safe out there. Remember, safety, sanitize 6 feet, wash your hands, wear your mask, social distance. Please talk to your doctor and your families about getting vaccinated. If your doctor suggests that you have a booster shot for the COVID vaccine, if you're high risk, elderly, underlying comorbidities or underlying conditions, talk to them and see what's best for you with getting a booster. So I thought we were out of the woods with this one, but we're not. So please protect yourselves, protect your families. That's the only way we're going to beat this, guys. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. I don't want to get into a subject that I just don't want to discuss. So stay safe out there. Remember, be kind to animals. They know nothing but unconditional love. Hey, Mick, he just wanted to pop in and say goodbye to you guys. He'll be popping up in videos every once in a while now. It's nice to have him since my dog passed, Scuppers. Had her for quite a long time, raised her from a pup. Let's show you guys real quick. This was a picture of me in my apartment and her. She's about 9 months old in that picture. But she's my baby. So she's better off. She's with my dad, and she always loved him. But anyway, you guys take care. We'll see you next week for another 1990s 90 on 9 G.I. Joe toy review. Till then, love, peace, and turkey grease. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.